But tonight, National Grid is intentionally shutting off power to dozens of homes in Scituate.
They're worried that if there was a fire at those homes, they wouldn't be able to get to them. The roads that will go dark include Rebecca, Lighthouse, Turner, Oceanside Drive, and Surfside Road as well. Jim Smith has the latest from Scituate.
Well, as conditions deteriorate here in Scituate, extraordinary steps have been taken by town officials down here. They have intentionally cut the power to several streets here in Scituate. It's a measure designed to avoid fires that might be possibly caused by live wires being knocked down by winds or waves. Meanwhile, the people here in this town spent a busy day getting ready for this storm. The evening high tide in Scituate was a vivid preview of what's to come. High winds and heavy surf beginning to pound the coast. By nightfall, the storm moved in, the first flakes driven ashore by the gale. Downtown was quiet, and up the street, the fishing fleet was in, safely tied up. Building Inspector Paul Armstrong spent the night checking out properties. What do you worry about?
Just a tide surge. They're calling for, I believe, a 3.5-foot surge tonight, and with a 10-foot tide, it could push up pretty good. With a constant wind. So the problem is the tide usually doesn't go out when it's blowing hard like this northeast.
It's scary, yeah. It's very scary.
And just across the street, Paul Flaherty anxiously looks out at the dark sea. It's low tide now, but high tide is coming.
We're kind of looking forward to it. We're excited, but a little bit apprehensive all at the same time.
That water looks a little angry.
It is, and it will get worse.
When it comes to living by the ocean, it's always a trade-off. Boarding up the cottage in January, looking ahead to sunnier days in July.
You take a little bit of the stuff in the wintertime and out here in the cold, but in the summertime, as you know, the South Shore of Scituate's just a beautiful place to be.
So once again, several streets here in Scituate have had the power intentionally cut by town officials. They're trying to combat the possibility of fires being caused by down wires, much like a terrible fire that happened here in Scituate a couple of years ago. Meanwhile, everybody down here is getting ready for a long night. In Scituate, Jim Smith, WBZ News.